Thank you to Brand24 for sponsoring this video. Why did I choose to become a brand manager instead of a marketing manager? There are two main reasons. I think brand is a better role than marketing. One, they play a bigger role in the overall success of a business. And two, their day-to-day work and the overall skills that they acquire are much more transferable to other jobs, so their long-term career prospects are better. For context, I started my career in LVMH in marketing, and then I moved into brand management at Procter & Gamble. So the two reasons that I shared and will talk about in a lot more detail in this video are what I personally observed, having done both at very big companies. Just a disclaimer, this is not to bash any job family. Each job has its own place, and I still use a lot of the skills that I learned in marketing. This video is simply to show you how different both are and why I personally prefer brand, and then you can ultimately make up your own mind as to which one would be better for you. So, why do I think brand contributes more to business success? Brand and marketing focus on contributing completely different things to a business. Brand focuses on the vision, strategies, and product lines of the overall business. Short term, they are responsible for how the brand is going to make money. So which products are going to keep running in the business, which ones go on sale, which ones get discontinued, and also the unit economics of how much it costs to make one single product, and also where the costs in the business are allocated. And overall, they oversee the profit and loss of the business to make sure that the business is staying profitable. Long term, they do strategic planning to build and sustain a brand's equity over time, and they work on initiatives that have lasting impact on the brand's value and success. Marketing takes that vision that is set by the brand and comes up with strategies on how to best communicate that vision to the world. So they take from brand what the business actually stands for and what products are coming out, and then they create campaigns, events, and advertising, and come up with all the communication across all the different touch points that will appeal to the outside world and get people to engage with the brand and buy from the business. So you can already see that brand functions as the heart of a business, and it's what everything else is centered around, and it's often the most essential function in a business, at least the businesses that are centered around their brands. Marketing, on the other hand, functions more like the five senses and is used to talk about your business and engage and communicate with the world. So the important difference between them is that people know that your business exists because of marketing, but the business itself is created by brand. Because of this, the KPIs of each function are also completely different, and the KPIs of brand are, in my opinion, a lot harder to achieve because they are a lot more dependent on the growth of the actual business. Brand owns the profit and loss of the business, so their success is dependent on things like their commercial sense, how well they understand business strategy, and how well they understand the global and local trends in consumer preferences, consumer lifestyle, and similar data. Their main KPIs are based around growth in sales, revenue, and profit. This can be compared to previous years or compared to competitors, but the bottom line is that we want to see more money coming into the business from brand managers. This is obviously quite an easy thing to measure, but it's also a lot of pressure to show that you are growing the business consistently. But if a brand manager can demonstrate that they are in fact growing a business year on year or every quarter, then their career progression is really fast and they can rise through the ranks really quickly. This is also why I think brand managers make more money than marketing managers, at least on average in a traditional Fortune 500 company. They are incentivized to own and grow the business by getting a share of profits, which can be a sizable amount when you work for a really big company with really big brands. The high level of responsibility and ownership also gives you a sense of pride and accomplishment because you play a really key role in shaping the identity and success of a brand over time, and you don't get that same level of ownership in most marketing jobs. Whether you are a brand or marketing manager, a tool that would be super relevant for you in either case, and one that is already already used by many major companies is Brand24. It's an online social listening tool that you can use for market research to identify new business opportunities, and you can also use it for trends analysis and industry research. Like, for example, if I'm the brand manager for Nike, I can actually see everything that's being said online about Nike, and across all these different sources like Facebook, Instagram, podcasts, blogs, and I can even filter to see only the positive or only the negative sentiment that's being spoken online. Or you can even use it to track your competitors, for example Lululemon, and you can even generate competitive analysis reports, so you can compare the reach and the sentiment across brands. My personal favorite feature is this thing called AI Insights, which is basically AI generated brand reports, and this saves so much time, and I really encourage you to try it out and generate these AI reports for your own brand. For example, for Lululemon, it analyzes the trends for the week and it gives me personalized and actionable insights and suggestions. So I basically get a ready-made report about what I need to do next. And if you work in brand or marketing, then you know how valuable this is and how much time this saves. So use the link in the description to try it out for yourself and get a free trial. The second reason that I think brand is a better role than marketing is that the skills that you require day to day as a brand manager are a lot more transferable to other jobs. So your career progression, career change, and even exit opportunities are a lot better as a brand manager. There is no special software or a special tool that brand management is based on. You can use tools to optimize your workflow and to get information and stay informed, but the job itself is not based around a tool. Instead, the skills that brand managers focus on developing are their commercial sense, business strategy, data analysis, and problem solving to be able to do their job. The kind of work that you do on an average day is reading a consumer trends report to understand where the market is heading, carry out a qualitative consumer study where you get participants in a room and ask them to try your products and get their reviews on it, doing a market survey to see what products your competitors are launching at what prices, so you can make sure that you are positioned correctly in the market with your own products and prices for the consumer. These skills are extremely valuable to a company because they take time and experience to build, and they also give you a lot of influence and visibility with the senior leadership in your company. You have the opportunity to rise quickly to strategic roles in your company, and you also have the exit opportunities to be able to go into other competitive careers like consulting, and you can even start your own business because you have the skills required to practically run and grow a business. On the other hand, marketing relies on developing a deep understanding of all the online and offline marketing channels and how advertising is done on each of them. Your offline channels are things like TV, radio, and outdoor billboards, and your online channels are things like social media and other tools like Google Ads, email marketing, digital banners, and so on. So marketers work hand in hand with various digital and media agencies to create plans for advertising. So they need to stay on top of all the trends of what type of creatives are doing well, and also what type of mediums and tools they need to use that are also going to perform well. Especially with digital advertising, the algorithms, features, and trends change literally every single day. So good marketers keep themselves busy trying to be on top of all of these changes. There is less visibility for the average marketer within a company because the barrier to entry to learn these tools is not that high, and basically anyone can learn, for example, Google Ads in a day by just having an internet connection. You can definitely build expertise in an industry or a sector over time, and you can also use your marketing knowledge in other industries, but overall you are still pretty limited within the scope and the box of marketing. If marketers want to leave their corporate job at any point, the most common type of career that they get into is either offering freelance marketing services or starting a marketing agency. which again is pretty limited within the scope of marketing. This is not to say that they can't start other types of businesses or do other things, but it's just that their job, the nature of the actual job, does not give them a lot of skills by default, and they have to work a bit harder and develop those skills on their own time to be able to do other things. Do you also think that brand is better as a job in general than marketing? And if so, why? And also, I would be interested to know if you think the vice versa and why. And with that, thank you so much for watching today's video. I look forward to having a conversation about this in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!